What's up, everybody? It's the DA here. Glad to see all of you cats hanging out with me this evening, man. I am excited. Hope everybody is ready. We got a fun little show, but it's going to be a short one. It's going to be a short show today because I got to get moving. I got a previous engagement, but just wanted to say what's up to every last one of you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. Yeah, let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. Not a lot of time to waste. We got T hanging out in the background. Let me just say what's up to some of the cats that came in early. Hollywood Will Burn, what's up, brother? I see you. Ted's Nerd World. Ted, thanks for coming through. I appreciate that. Nighthawk. Nighthawk said, man, oh man, I've been waiting for this. What's up? I guess DA and everyone. Hope y'all had a good first week in 2024. I had a great week. A little sick. That's why we didn't come on last week, because I was a little bit under the weather. It was rough. It was rough, man. It was rough. Couldn't really talk for like a whole day. But we figured it out. So yeah, hopefully I don't get sick like that again, because I hate missing a live show, to be honest with you guys. Let's see who else is here, man. Avengers, what's up, Avengers? I see you. Glad to be back. There's more I'd like to share with everybody. Hey, share it in the chat, man. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Don't be shy. I'll be out here discussing. Rogue Sarge, of course, always welcome. Bobby, what's up, baby? I appreciate you. You come through every single week, and I appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Who else we got? Oh, we got Esmeralda. What's up, Esmeralda? Good evening. I got something for you in a little bit because she's the comment of the week, and I'm going to share that with y'all in just a minute. Let's see who else. Oh, of course, we got Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for coming through here. Let's see here. Oh, we got Lombardi's in the house, man. David Glenn. Howdy, folks. What's up, David Glenn? Shane O, good evening and happy Saturday to the first new year, or the new year of 2024. Appreciate that. So yeah, and others have come in here. A Bulldog. I like the Akihabara Street video in the opening. I love that scene, man. I love that scene. I can't wait to go to Japan, man. I'm gonna have so much fun when I go to Japan. And then of course T. Let me go ahead and bring T in. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Rafa Balde. I said I saw you earlier. What's up, chat? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and bring my boy on, man, because he's got a lot to say. He got a quick evening that he got to get through too, and he got some paraphernalia going on here. All right, T. Let's get it, baby. What's going on, brother? Look, y'all can always count on T to be the clown in this thing, man. Hey, T, what's up with the hat, man? You got to explain yourself, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, everybody seen Rocky, right? Only the America. Living in America. That's all I want. That's all I want, right?
I love it, man. Hey, man, it's fully American. Hey, T, it's going to be a hell of a year. It's 2024, baby. This is an election year, man. It's going to be an interesting year.
I'm the Black Mad Hatter, ready to go for y'all.
I love it, man. I love it.
Hey, happy New Year's, everybody. And hey, guess what? I had a birthday on the 1st. All right.
Yeah, man. T's birthday is New Year's Day. So everybody wish T a happy birthday. Yeah, he's getting up there. He's catching up with me every year. Catches up a little bit closer.
Coming, man. Crazy. I'll fuck them out, y'all.
Hey, what's up, T? But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in because we got a quick evening, man. I don't want to keep the folks waiting. First thing you guys always know what we do. First off the bat is the comment of the week. And T, this is going to lead directly into your particular topic, something that you wanted to discuss. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right to that. Comment of the week this week. It comes from Esmeralda, girl. Esmeralda is one of the big time supporters. I want to thank Esmeralda every week. She shows up, she drops comments, she gives likes, she gets into interesting conversations. So I definitely wanted to highlight hers. She says, I think, and this was on that Aquaman video when we're talking about Aquaman and why this thing failed. I think another reason Aquaman failed is because of Amber Heard. Let me shrink this down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Because of Amber Heard, when I saw Aquaman in the theater, half the time I thought it wasn't too bad, and the other half I was editing, meaning I felt there were certain things that were not absolutely necessary or could be done differently and done better. Yeah, if you're editing the movie while you're watching the movie, yeah, that's a big problem, man. You shouldn't be editing. You should just be absorbing the movie and enjoying the moment. The Marvels were pushing girl boss propaganda and toxic feminism. Aquaman didn't push any of that. It was just done poorly. I wouldn't blame Aquaman's failure. I would blame Aquaman's failure on bad writing. That's how I feel about it. That's where I stand. And I wish you, DA, a happy new year. Esmeralda, happy new year to you as well. T, you saw Aquaman. All right. I want you to kick it to me, man. What did you think of that film? Give me your lowdown. I've already gave my opinion on Aquaman. Tell me what you thought.
It was dumb fun. And you know I don't normally say
Isn't that what I said it was? It was dumb fun. Exactly.
Dumb fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb fun. And I think it was dumb fun because, okay, this is the end of it. It was, you get a bunch of reshoots done in it, man. Bunch of reshoots. Man. Like, you really had to suspend your disbelief in watching that movie. You know what I mean? Because I'm glad they're getting rid of it, man, because you can't undo the serious tone you had with the comedy. You know what I mean? They do that a lot. Like y'all don't know. They robbed us of that in 21 Jump Street. They made that into a comedy, man. I didn't like that being a comedy. I loved 21 Jump Street when I was a kid, man. Great show, man. But this thing they did. You talking about
the movie?
I'm talking about the movie, man. The movie they did was trash. 21 Jump Street, man. Compared to what the show was. Great movie. I never really wanted to watch. Once I heard
the OG show with Johnny Depp. Oh man, that was a great show, man. That was a great show. And then who else was in that? Holly Robinson was in that?
Hey, for any of you buffs who watched that, a villain that was on the show was Wexler. Wexler. If you know that name, you truly are a 21 Jump Street fan. But Aquaman 1 was great. Aquaman 2, I had a lot of scenes that I liked. That Black Manta scene when them fighting, oh my God, that just
the Black Manta fight is great. Phenomenal. That's a phenomenal fight, no question at all about that. It's just everything around it. It's so disjointed. The same
thing in Black Adam. Remember, we got the same thing in Black Adam. We got that awesome scene where you get to see Dr. Fate doing all this great stuff, dude. But the substance does not hit, dude. It just because somebody explained to me the desert scene. Somebody tell me how that happened, dude.
There was a lot of missteps over there with DC. Yeah. No, there was a lot of missteps with DC. That's what the first topic is that we're going to jump right into, okay? The first topic up is talking about the 5 box office flops in a row with the DC universe. Basically, DC superheroes did not work for the last 5 films, all right? Going back to Black Adam, which we just talked about. Oh, man, the hat is done, okay? The Black Adam. All right, then we move on. We got not Aquaman, Shazam. All right, then you get to The Flash, which was a giant flop. Blue Beetle, even a bigger flop. I think that's the worst one of them all in terms of the box office. And then finally we get to Aquaman. 5 box office flops in a row to wind up the DCEU. And here's the question I got for you, T, because right now DC has major brand damage. They have destroyed the DC brand to the masses, to just regular people, not, geeks and nerds. Hey, look, everybody that's watching this right now, you guys are still going to be tuned in. But what does the rest of the world think? What is everybody else thinking right now about DC? Trash, garbage. Oh my God, it doesn't make any money. Nobody's checking for it. Nobody's interested in it. That's what the tone and the word is right now out on the streets when it comes to DC. So why would anybody be interested and really invested in this universe? So between now and when Superman Legacy comes out, DC has to do something to clear up all of this mess, okay? 5 box office flops in a row. They got to do something real quick to clear this up. And one of the things, it kind of mentions this right here at the bottom as you get through all of these bad flops, all right? 5 flops in 14 months to Superman Legacy. How do you fix this, T? What do you do? How does DC figure this thing out? Marvel is still something that people discuss, people talk about. It's still going to be out there this year. There's still 3 things coming from Marvel this year. DC has nothing with the exception of what? Joker. I don't even think that Creature Commandos is coming out until next year. So what does DC do? Talk to me.
I read in the comment section before we got on that they need to take a break. Both Marvel and DC need to take a break, man. They definitely need to take a break. They've got to press the reset button. But we said this is going to happen. The unfortunate thing I never saw was the bleed over into DC for the phase fix. This is remember, we're still in phase jive. This is phase jive,
Oh, it's
right?
definitely Jave.
And they're doing this like that because you see a lot of cancellations going on. You got a lot of rewrites. You got a lot of things that are being changed because they can't fine tune the audience that they're looking for because they don't know what it is. They're scared. They're scared. They don't know how to pitch to us, which is when I mean us, this fan base, this thing that we're building here, this thing that's already built. They don't know how to do it.
Yep.
And it's really sad because they're making changes. Like people just want the politics out of the movies, man. I just want to just go and just kind of just turn
Just
off
want to
my
go
brain.
and enjoy a good time at the movies.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Stop all that other nonsense, man. It doesn't need to happen, man. The whole thing, the whole reason because I'm watching it is because it's fantasy. It's fantasy that could be reality, right? Just like when you first read 1984. Oh, man, that's fantasy that could be reality, right? So I think that they just need to chill out, man, and just take. I think they should take 5 to 10 years off. You're going.
Well, they ain't taking those off until Superman Legacy is coming in 2025. So we know they're not taking that much time off. They asked the question. The question now is how Warner Brothers will weather its string of superhero losses while looking to reinvest in cinematic comic book storytelling once more. And I think Superman Legacy, look, that thing got to be a hit right off rip. It has to be a hit. Look at this. James Gunn is talking about it. He's, revealing some information. He's been dropping little nuggets here and there about Superman Legacy in terms of the cast. Says, oh, yeah, man, the cast is looking good. That looks solid so far. He's revealing that we are probably not going to get a trailer. He does share a shooting update. So he does say, yeah, when he was taking the threads and answering fan questions, Gunn was asked if a sneak peek will be released in 2024. No, he responded. We don't begin filming until March. Writing is basically done and has been for a while, other than a comma here, a comma there. Now, listen, I'm of the opinion, and I 100% agree with everybody that says, hey, they need to push pause. They need to wait. They need to slow down and figure out what they want to do with this universe because they're coming off of 5 flops. People aren't really discussing and talking about and hyped up for the DC universe. That's just not happening. Like David Glenn, he said it right here. DC is not on my normie neighbor's radar. Absolutely not, David. You're 100% correct on that. They are not. Nobody's checking for DC right now. Now,
remember I said that? Remember I said, hey, they need to go towards the showcase. They need to do a showcase thing where they break it up in like 3 little stories. And you do that, even if you got to do a 12-minute snippet in front of a Warner Brothers movie. Hey, check out this new thing by DC that's coming out. You know what I mean? Something to introduce. They did that on I told you, Shazam versus Shazam versus Superman. You need to do something where you can introduce those characters so that I could be like, man, I want to know more about that. I want to know about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, T. I'm talking about what can they do between now and Superman Legacy to help Superman Legacy out? Because look, Superman Legacy has got to be a hit, man. It's got to be a hit, and it's got to be a hit right away. It can't be one of these, well, we kind of thought it was all right. It may catch something on streaming. No, it's got to be a bona fide hit. And if it's not, you know what? I got a question. How much, do you remember how much Man of Steel made? I'm going to check something real quick.
It made like $780 million.
It made that much? I don't think it made that much. Hold up.
It made $780 million.
It made 668.
668?
668 in the total box office.
Domestic and international?
That's everything. Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring it up. Hold on. Let me bring it up, man. Yeah, because this is going to be important. This is going to be very important. Let me bring this up. All right. 670. I'm sorry. Something else says 668. This says 670. Okay, $670 million, folks. That's what Man of Steel made overall at the box office. Now, here's my question. Actually, I'm gonna put this up. I gotta get the poll up. I'm gonna put a poll up. Hold on a second. Let me see. Can I get a poll going here?
Pause.
I need to get a poll going. I want to know what y'all think. Will this beat Man of Steel? Will this beat Man of Steel? Will Superman Legacy beat Man of Steel? Yeah, I can't figure out how to put a chat. I'm not going to do it right now. You guys let me know in the comments. Give me a 1 if you think, or give me a thumbs up, or tell me whether you think, all right, until I can figure out this poll business. Tell me whether you think Superman Legacy can knock off Man of Steel in overall box office at 670 million. What do you think? What do you think, T? Right now, coming off of 5 box office flops.
No.
Can it beat this number?
I would be surprised if it made $200 million.
And if it doesn't, now peep this, T. If it doesn't make at least what the Man of Steel made, what are we talking about? If it doesn't make what Man of Steel made, is it done? Is it over before it gets started?
Yes, it is.
I think so too, man. I think this thing got to be a hit right out of the back. I think it's at least got to be Man of Steel.
Putting Batman in it? At least Batman? At least.
Well, they got Green Lantern in it. I don't think you need to put Batman in it right away.
You do.
Nah. You gotta let
the universe hinges on Batman. But in order for Big Blue to be respected, you gotta have those two in there, man. Stop playing games, man. We don't want to hear the same old story. I want to advance the story, dude. We were talking about that earlier, man. Dude, we've got 60 plus years of Spider-Man, man. We got the same old story. And then guess what happens when they do something new? It gets a hit when they do Into the Spider-Verse. And I did not like Into the Spider-Verse Volume 1, man. I haven't seen Volume 2, man, but number 1 was thoroughly disappointed. But at least they tried to change stuff up. This is the same old. Bruce Wayne, the pearls dropping, the mom, and all that stuff. Dude, come on, man. You gotta clean up Batman versus Superman so bad, dude. All I gotta do to just eviscerate this whole conversation and say one word: Martha. That.
But you know what, again, that's why you got to focus on building up Superman to the type of character that Superman needs to be. You can't have all of these other characters. You put Batman in a movie with Superman right off rip, everybody's saying, "Oh, well, what's up with the Batman?" We're talking about Batman now. Nobody wants to talk about Superman.
They would do better off doing a story like Momentum, where you tell it from the backwards. Like, okay, they're at the Watchtower. Boom. How did they get to the Watchtower? All these things are happening. And then the last 15 minutes of the movie, boom, or 30 minutes of the movie, you're exploring how to get things done. I agree, Superman does not need Batman, but
I'm gonna let the people speak for me.
You need that combo. You need that combo. I don't think he can stand on his own like that, man. If you can't tell us, baby in the crib falls and mine Papa, like you just did that on WB, dude, with that wax stuff, dude. Do something different, dude. I need to see him being Superman, dude. Show me why
I don't disagree with that at all. I don't need to see Superman being a sucker, man. I don't need seeing him being soft. I need him being heroic. I want Superman S on his chest coming to save the day. That's what I need to see. All right. If I get that all American, proud Superman, loves being a hero, smile on his face, the little curl coming down, big, bold S, rocking it around the world, saving people. I love that. That's the Superman we need. And the Superman that we got. Now, listen, the Superman that we got from Man of Steel wasn't that Superman necessarily, but it was a different style of Superman. But what did we love? We loved Henry Cavill, and we wanted to see Cavill come in and play that same kind of Superman, the kind of Superman that we've always wanted, but we didn't get that. So now we got to worry about this cat David Cornsweet. I like him being like, I always liked that idea they played with him being like the Hulk. Being like just this thing, like, hey, you better not, hey, you can fuck around, but let Superman fucking. Oh, yeah, you talking about like he going from place to place to place, kind of like that? Is that what you're talking about?
I meant where everybody was afraid, like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
This is the man. Don't let him hear you. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he letting you get away with it. I love the fact when you had him be like, hey, no. Whoa. Like, yeah, we playing around. Like he's only letting us do this. You know what I mean? He's only allowed because he can't be everywhere, but he could be everywhere. I like now, that.
Papa Palpatine's talking our language, man. He's speaking our language right here.
Yeah,
he's speaking our language because this is what we want. We want Brainiac as a villain. Me and T probably have had this conversation, I don't know, about 100,000 times over the last few years. Where is Brainiac at? Can we please get Brainiac? Avenger
Right.
says, why is it more
Everybody have a
important to chase
phone,
Superman each of us wants? We should be getting a live action standalone Superman and Supergirl taking on Brainiac. I'm pushing pause on Supergirl for right now. Let's get Superman. Let Superman establish the universe, and then we can start bringing everybody else in. But until then, I'm not trying to see all of these other characters. I want
Hey,
and listen, I'm not I'm with you. I like Metallo
too. Rafa said something really cool. He said Cavill has the commitment we need, and that's true. That's very true.
That's why we loved him, man. The guy's the king of the nerds for a reason, man. That's why we loved Cavill, you know. But DC went another direction. They got David Cornsweet right now, right? David Cornsweet, whose initials are DC, you know. So I guess he got the right name.
He'd have been a great King Arthur.
Cavill, hey, you know what? There's a lot of good actors in here, okay? You look at these actors, man. Edie Gathige, I think he'll be all right. You got Nathan Fillion. I think he's going to be great. Of course, you know, you got your boy, Nicholas Hoult, who T can't stand. Look at that look on his face, y'all. Hey, man, I think this guy's going to be a great Lex Luthor. But, folks, y'all let me know what you think about this. What does DC need to do between now and between Superman Legacy to make sure that this thing gets off without a hitch? Because right now, it's looking bad, okay? You coming off the 5 box office flop?
What's my boy that played in the movie we just saw, Rebel Moon? What's his name, dude? That played, he was Deadpool's
Charlie Hunnam?
Huh? No. Deadpool's nemesis in the first movie. Who's Ed Skrein, right? Ed Skrein or whatever.
Ed Skrein, yeah. Ed Skrein, yeah.
He should have played Lex Luthor. Great Lex Luthor.
He would have been good too. Nah, he would have been good too. He would have been good. All right, T. We're gonna get to a couple of super chats real quick. Hold up a second because I just saw them come through. So let's go ahead and check out a couple of super chats. First one, obviously, is my boy Rogue Sarge, man. Bobby, man, he takes care of this channel. Let me tell you guys, man. I told y'all the last time, everybody needs a supporter like a Rogue Sarge. Rogue, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for $20. He says, keep up the great work, DA. Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate that. We're going to keep trying, bro. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're going to get better. We got 42 folks in here right now. I think I saw it get up as high as 48. But if you guys don't mind, hit that like button as you're here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Let's get this video to get out a little bit more on the YouTube algorithm because that's what's needed. And you guys do a great job with that. I appreciate everybody that leaves comments on the video, that likes the video, because that's what really gets this thing circulating. You know, I'm getting close. I'm closing in on 6,000 subs. So I appreciate everybody. We're getting close, T. Closing in on 6,000, bro. So yeah, I mean, we got plans, man. You guys don't understand. I've been talking in the background. WDW and Pro and me, we've been chopping it up. We got plans when we hit 10K. You know, we got plans when we hit 10K. EBN, we got plans when we hit 10K. So if you guys can help us get to 10K, man, it's going to be a fun, exciting time over here. Something for you guys, something for me, something for the whole community. Looking forward to it. But yeah, thank you so much, Bobby, for coming in, giving the support. I definitely appreciate that. Next up to bat, we got my boy Chris Boats. Chris says, yo, DA, good to catch you and T live. Just having you in the background while working on my book. Oh, okay, man. He's working on the book. Good job, bro. Happy birthday, T and Trump 2024. Hey, whatever political affiliation you rock with, it's going to be an interesting 2024. No doubt about it, man. It's going to be fun to see how. Oh, man, it's going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be really interesting. I didn't know you was working on a book, though, Chris. That's dope, man. That's really dope. I love to see creatives out there doing their thing. That's one of the things that I'm talking about. Once I get to that 10K mark, once I get to 10,000, I got plans to really dive into some of the creatives that are out there. There's a lot of creatives out there and a lot of cats that I want to talk to and talk about what projects they're working on and the things that they're doing. So yeah, Chris, you definitely going to be on my list for that. Just so we can chop it up, talk about creating, talk about what it takes to jump into this space. Because look, right now where we are in the world, like entertainment is just taking a dive, man. Entertainment is trash. And we need folks like Chris Boats to jump out there, other creators that's out there. We need more creatives to jump in and partner together and start building something. And I just want to be a part of that. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to be building something to the top. I don't know. but I'm definitely wanting to be a part of that so that we can really get cracking on. T, you got something to say, man? You just been looking like amazed and astounded.
I forgot all about this. Lois Lane saving Superman ain't going to work in the box office. Talking about in this movie. That's why.
So I forgot to bring that up. Okay, I do want to bring this up. Let's go ahead and discuss it right now. So Lois Lane saving Superman. What does that mean? So we had an actress that came out. She didn't get the part of Lois Lane, but she kind of leaked some information that said, oh, well, you know, Lois Lane saved Superman. Lois Lane's the tough one, and she's the brave one or something like that. Actually, let me see if I can find that article real quick.
They're trying to put the WNBA on the big screen.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, man. It's what we got to think about when it comes to James Gunn. Is he seeing this thing the wrong way? You know, shoot, I can't find that article.
What are you
I don't know
doing?
what this guy is thinking. Let me see here. But I have a different take on it. I have a different take on it. I think this is it right
Do you
here.
want to see that in IMAX, her saving him? What?
No, nobody wants to see that at all, T. What are you talking about? Nobody wants to see that crap. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Thank you, Dart Scipio, for bringing that up because I completely forgotten about that piece of it, but I did want to address it. All right, so Superman Legacy, I think this is her name, Phoebe Diviner, opens up about the Lois Lane casting. So let's see. Where is it at? Does it say? This might not be the quote. I'm looking for the quote. Where is the quote? Nope, it's not here. Okay, hold up. We got to find the quote because the quote's the main thing we got to discuss. Let's see. Yeah, we got to discuss that because here's the thing. I don't know if how she's seeing it is how it should be seen. You know? Yeah, here we go. All right. Let me bring this up. Okay. So she says, Lois Lane finalist Phoebe Diviner explains Lois saves Superman. All right. So here's how she put it. All right. During a recent interview, the Fair Play star talks about her experience auditioning for the role and offered some insight on what this version of Lois Lane will be, explaining that she saves Superman. She told Variety, it was a whirlwind, and then I realized it was over, but she's great. She saves Superman. She's the brains. She's actually the fearless one. So that's a problem, okay? If that's how they're going to portray Lois Lane right here, she's the brains. She actually is the fearless one. It makes you wonder, okay, what is James Gunn doing here? Is this cat going to ruin Superman off rip, the first Superman movie, the first movie out of the gate? And this is what he's going to do? Now, again, I'm not sure if this is maybe a first cut. Maybe this is a scene. You never know how these things are playing out. You never know. So you got to take some of these, preliminaries with a grain of salt. I remember when
she probably signed an NDA and she talked. Of course, they do a bunch of rewrites, man. But that right there, that's not going to cut it, dude. That's not going to cut it. I'm not paying.
See, I'm with Esmeralda on this. It's still in production. The script could change. It could.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
So we gotta slow down. Now, again, I'm not going to bat for James Bolt like that or James Gunn like that. But what I am saying is that this idea that whatever she was auditioning for, whatever screen she was reading or whatever script she was reading is the script and the only script, and there will be no changes made. They haven't even started shooting this film yet. So we can, look at this one of two ways.
What?
Yeah, this is exactly what they're about to do. They're about to make Superman, lesser than Lois Lane, or oh, okay, they're probably going to go ahead and have Lois save Superman in certain kinds of ways. Maybe emotionally she saves him or something like that. There's a possibility that they could mean that could mean that, So I'm cautiously optimistic with this film until I hear something like completely damning that says, oh, yeah, this thing is about to be 100% woke and garbage. James Gunn has forgotten his fans and he doesn't give a damn anymore. Until I see something like that, I'm cautiously optimistic about what we've seen so far. And what I've seen from Gunn and what I'm hearing about this film, cautious optimism, okay? But I'm cautious, all right? Because I do know that, yeah, with anything, it can go woke in a hurry. We've seen that with Hollywood 1,000 times over. So I'm not saying that y'all are wrong. I'm not disagreeing with what everybody is saying. But what I am saying is I don't know what's going to happen. I need to hear more. So I'll be interested to see how this thing unfolds. More information is going to come out about that. But T, I want to move on to this next one because this next topic is a doozy. And it's one that me and you, we were talking about it just before, and you have your doubts and you have your reservations about this. This is about Spawn. All right. The Spawn creator. Now, you guys don't know, Blumhouse has picked up Spawn. I'm stoked about that, okay? Because to me, Blumhouse, good or bad, they get shit done. They get the horror movies, they get that crap done, man, okay? And they usually make quality. Even though it may not be the best movie in the world, it's usually generally some sort of quality that they add to it. So I'm excited about Blumhouse and Spawn, Todd McFarlane working together. And then also Blumhouse is partnering right now with James Wan and Atomic Monster. Okay, I think James Wan is a great horror director as well. So I'm excited that Spawn is over where, in my opinion, it should have always been, with some sort of a horror franchise. But we don't know what's going to happen with Spawn. Nevertheless, we got Todd McFarlane has come out. He says Spawn creator has promised the movie will be made with or without Blumhouse. Now, T got his arms folded and he's a little bit skeptical on that. T, what's your opinion on this situation with Blumhouse and Spawn? He says, yeah, this thing is happening no matter what. Todd McFarlane is saying this is happening. Whether y'all think it's happening or not, it will happen. And if Blumhouse, all right, man, T, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. T is out here tripping, man.
Hey, Chad, has he not been talking about this since 2008 and beyond? Back when Comic-Con used to be fun in San Diego? He is the biggest jizz master ever, man. You can't undo this, dude. You know what? The movie was whack back in 97 when I first graduated high school, dude. But the cartoon series from 97 to 99, phenomenal. Keith David, you want to watch something on Max, watch the Spawn. Watch Spawn. You even can catch it on here on YouTube. It's got a couple clips too. Man, great acting, great casting from front to back. I'm talking about real storybook that kind of relevant, almost Epstein Islandish. Come on, man. Don't nobody care about Blumhouse doing. Blumhouse been then shot they low, dude.
He is always skeptical, man.
Dude,
Skeptical.
No.
I think honestly, here's the thing, T. I think, again, when you get with a guy like Jason Blum, and like I said, they're also partnering with Atomic Monster, James Wan. These are guys that have a track record, okay? They have a track record. Now, right off the bat, it says Jason Blum has promised that the forthcoming Spawn film will bring the Blumhouse edge to the superhero genre, offering an edgy and original take compared to other superhero movies.
No, he said he's gonna you're not even gonna see.
This is Jason Blum we're talking about now, bro. This is Jason Blum, different dude.
He's
all right, man. Listen to this next part. All right, I think this is important. Spawn, under the imaginative direction of Blumhouse, aims to redefine audience expectations by infusing the superhero narrative with a raw, horror-centric aesthetic that challenges traditional tropes. We've been talking about things being original. They've been saying, oh, it's superhero fatigue. Everybody's tired of these superheroes. It's the same old, same old. We're going to get something different from Blumhouse. We're going to definitely, Spawn is already different, but we're going to get something definitely different from Blumhouse. And I think that this is something that horror fans and comic book fans, if you haven't watched Spawn, definitely go and check it out. The animated series is on Max right now, so you can check it out on Max. It is a phenomenal story. Me and T swear by it. But in my opinion, this is the kind of thing that you need. You need new heroes and new characters and stories coming into the mix. And that's what Spawn does. In my opinion, Spawn brings something new and different that we haven't gotten from Marvel or we haven't gotten from DC. One thing I was going to be interested in is if James Wan did make that Trench movie. I thought that would have been kind of cool. If they made the Trench film, that might have taken off, because you got like a horror element within a superhero film. And yeah, Blade, obviously we've seen that with Blade before. So I'm not going to disrespect Blade on that level, but I think now in this coming era where we are right now, we just haven't seen anything like Spawn, especially Spawn. We haven't seen anything like Spawn come around in a long time. So I'm interested in that. Now, T, he's been wearing this look on his face, man. T, talk to me.
I don't trust it, dude. This has been.
So wait? All right, hold up. Do you not trust McFarlane or do you not trust Jason Blum?
I don't trust any. I especially don't trust Blumhouse because Blumhouse cuts corners, dude, to make their product, dude. They're cheap, dude. They're not going to put all this money into something they think may or may not fail, dude. Who is checking for Spawn right now? Nobody. What buzz are you going to get? Oh, come on with Spawn. Oh, the kids don't know nothing about this. You're going to sell horror to this? They're trying to get as many people in the seats as they can. You can't get people in the seats with rated R. If they do, they're going to follow up with a sequel. This what? More P. They're going to do what I fucking hate and put the goddamn kids in the movie like they did fucking Deadpool 2.
Here we go, man. T hates kids in movies, y'all.
I don't, because I'm not getting Goonies kids. I'm not getting Chewie. I'm not getting none of those. I'm not getting adventurous kids. I'm not. You know when it died having kids in movies? They killed having kids in the movies when they had Jurassic Park 3 and when they did The Last Action Hero. It was done then. Done. You ain't seen the action stars since. Are you gonna tell me Pitch Black?
They don't have the ability to. Hollywood is in a different spot right now. We were talking about this when it comes to comedies, right? You know, the comedies as it stands right now is just done and dead in Hollywood. Like, what comedy? What's the last comedy you saw? You know, nobody's going to theaters to see comedies. A lot of these types of properties, the big action movie star, you know, they're all dead. You know, they all dead. Yeah, I love Spawn too. He's a beast. This is why I'm excited about it, man. That's exactly why I'm excited about it. Blum Spawns ambitiously ventures into uncharted territory, intertwining heroism and horror to deliver a thought-provoking and captivating film that lingers in the shadows of the audience's psyche. I mean, this is dope. Oh, somebody
all you guys are gonna get blue balls for wanting to see this.
Yeah. Okay, T. But yeah, I agree, man, that when it comes to a lot of things right now in Hollywood has been dropping the ball. Hollywood has been absolutely dropping the ball in a lot of different ways when it comes to, you know, bringing out good, interesting content, you know, making things that the fans are really excited for, you know, and bringing out new like stories, new franchises. You know, it's been DC, it's been Marvel, it's been Star Wars, and we've been running that through Hollywood for the last, 10 years. And right now, the box office has been absolutely falling to pieces. Nobody cares about any of this stuff.
And you want to know why? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to lead you in a little secret. The reason why it's trash is because you got all those Ivy Leaguers who have been going to all these schools, and that's who's been writing the stories for y'all for the last 70 to 80 years. They've been writing stories, and they got nothing. They got no agenda that they want to push that makes sense anymore because they can't undo it. That's who your writers are, from the Ivy League schools or the prestigious schools. Oh, so-and-so is from this. Look at the writers, and you'll see this big cabal of bullshit. You've been getting trash writing because they don't teach good writing anymore. They don't have any substance or any kind of direction. You know what you're getting now?
No, what it is, T, is that these writers are disconnected from us, okay? Me and you, we're the common man. Everybody in the chat, you guys are the common man. You're the regular, normal, you know, Joe, going about your business, doing your job 9 to 5, just going about your business. And these cats in Hollywood have completely disconnected themselves from us. So they don't really know us. They don't know their audience. And one of the main things that you got to know, if you want to make good content, you have to know your audience. You have to know. It's like trying to sell stuff to somebody and you don't know the person you're trying to sell to. Like, imagine if you're a salesman and you out there on the road and you trying to sell product and you trying to sell this product, but you don't know anything about the guy when you walking in the door. What is his needs? What is he looking for? You know,
that's why you do a needs analysis. You do a needs analysis. You go and see, hey, what do you need, sir? You know what I mean? Hey, I'm going to talk to you about this. If he has an objection about the price, let's talk about the features of this, right? This is the reason why the price is. You're going to miss out on this. When you buy cheap, you get cheap. Don't try to cut corners. They're trying to cut corners, D. I don't like it, dude. That's why.
But again, my point, and I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but my point is that if you don't know your customer, how can you properly market a movie or a television show to a customer that you don't even understand? So who are you making this content for? We saw that with the Marvels. The Marvels, they made a movie. They made a movie and the movie made no money, but they spent 275 plus on that, $275 plus $1 million. You burned money up. You just lit it on fire. and you ended up making $0 off of this thing. And it's like, okay, if that's what you're going to do, and if you're just going to crank it out there and just throw content on the screen, exactly. So I mean, that's the problem right now. That's the major problem with Hollywood. They got to. I don't know how you get connected to the fan base. What's that?
Look at what Cash Cow said.
What do you got? Okay, plagiarism. They can't be original. Their president is a plagiarist. Hey, man, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, man. You know, again, you talking about cutting corners, and people just want to, you know, launch themselves up to the top. They want to hurry up and get there. They don't want to pay dues. It was like this chick, and we're going to talk about her in a minute, Charmeen Obaid-Chinoy. She's skipping the line, okay? She skipped all the way past the line. Actually, let me get to that. Since we're on this topic, let me get to that because I know, T, you got to bounce in a minute, okay? You know, we got the Star Wars movie coming up. You know all about this thing, man. This is I just saw this. I saw this picture, man. This is on I put this up on Twitter not too long ago. And I had said, what did I say? This is a scene from Charmeen's Ray movie, and I must say this guy looks hella uncomfortable because, you know, she likes to make men uncomfortable, man. That's what Charmeen Obaid-Chinoy. She's all about making men feel uncomfortable, and now she's directing a Star Wars film where her primary audience will be men, all right? But I know you know this guy right here, okay? I know you know this cat, John Rocha. Now, T, me and you have watched John Rocha. We watched John Rocha back all the way back at the Collider days, along with this partner right here, Jeff Snyder. Now, I'm not going to say anything negative about John Rocha or whatever. He is what he is. You know, I'm just not sure how much goodness came out of Collider. Like after Collider was over and done with, like how many good cats did we get out of that show? You know, or after that channel.
He was just PC. He would just be PC.
But he still is PC. But that's my point. Like, how much goodness did we get out of that? Now, again, I'm not talking trash, but here's the thing. Listen to what John Rocha has to say, because he had a lot to say to some of the folks that were complaining about Charmeen Obaid-Chinoy getting the next Star Wars film. And this guy Grizzy said Disney Star Wars shield male feminist has a meltdown over Star Wars fans criticizing Charmeen Obaid-Chinoy's comments about men. Let's hear what he got to say.
Can't hear him, D.
Oh, you can't hear? All right, wait, hold up. This happened to me last time. Give me a second. I gotta change the settings on that. Man, why does that keep happening, man? All right, hold up. I got to stop sharing and reshare it. Hold up. All right.
Funny fact here, that printer behind me, that doesn't work. No print. That's ink in there. It doesn't work.
Why don't it work, T?
I'm just doing an interlude while you find that stuff, D. I'm just talking to the audience.
All right.
I swear to God.
Can you hear it now? Did you hear that? Yeah. All right. Here we go. John Rocha.
I swear to God, men, reach down into your pants, find your fucking balls and your cock, and be okay with it. We can take a woman directing a film in Star Wars and live. We're all gonna fucking survive. I swear to God, you guys want to come off like you're tough motherfuckers, and you're a bunch of wusses. Finally, a woman gets to direct a theatrical feature in Star Wars with Rey, with other women leading the way. And there's nothing fucking wrong with that.
All right. So that's John Rocha criticizing all of the men out there that are mad and angry because, you know, this is what we about to get over here with Star Wars. And a lot of dudes ain't feeling this. And now, to be honest with you, man, that ain't what Rocha, and that's not what we were really talking about. When it came to Charmeen Obaid-Chinoy, this is what pisses me off about when cats like that come out there and they're just so disingenuous, because he didn't address the topic at all. He didn't address what people were actually saying. Nobody is saying we are pissed off that this woman is directing a Star Wars film. People are pissed off at agenda, okay? And this chick is nothing but agenda. The fact that she says, oh, I'd love to make men uncomfortable. T, can you imagine if a male director came out and said, oh, I love making women feel uncomfortable? Can you imagine what people would say? How would everybody respond to something like that? I mean, come on. That's what we are talking about when we're talking about this particular director. She's an activist. Why do we have, and it's like Star Wars ain't in bad enough shape. We got to bring an activist now. We got to bring in an activist to direct a movie. Talk to me, T.
There's nothing they can do to save this franchise. Nothing. And we as fans, we either can accept it and say, "Oh man, I miss the good old days, dude." It's changed. It's not good, man. Like Steven Spielberg is not going to direct those movies that he used to direct. And we're like, oh man, because I'm not the same person I was in 1984 and 85, dude. We saw that in Ready Player One, dude. They can't. The audience has changed, dude. The way information is gathered has changed, dude. Let this lady direct the movie, man. I don't care. My expectations from this movie are very, very low, man. And it's gonna do poorly in the box office, dude. The only reason they got away with Ray is because, hey, man, we wanted to see something different than what you did on that where you turned Darth Vader into Frankenstein, the baddest motherfucker in the fucking universe. You turned him into this big walking Frankenstein. What was her name? Padme. That was a horrible scene, man.
No,
it's not me. I don't take pleasure. Please believe I don't take pleasure in being this positively negative about this stuff. I'm just saying, look, man, I'm not getting my expectations of things are very low because it's not about the creative juices going, pause. It's not about that going. It's about
agenda. It's about agenda. It's about the message. Okay. Like Flash came out and said, Yellow Flash said, I love how he ignores all the stuff she said and just calls people sexist. These shills are the worst kind of scum. 100%, man. They don't even talk about the actual topic at hand. He skips right past that, right? He's doing what they always do. That's what these, and I don't mean to be like, you know, like left or right, but that's kind of like the argument that you always get from these leftists, right? You always get this argument. Now, hold up. Let me say this part real quick to you. Hold up. Oh, shoot. 1 second. Oh, man, my shit froze up. Hold up. There we go. Sorry about that, y'all. We always get this problem. Here's the problem that we always get is that these cats always play like that game where we're not going to discuss what you want, what the actual argument is. We're going to talk about something else. Okay. Why did OBS pop up? That was weird. Okay. He's playing the same game they all play. Okay. He's playing he's playing the woman card. That's what Charmeen Obey-Chinoy said she plays. She plays the woman card. Oh, you know, I'm a poor little helpless damsel in distress. Why are you guys beating up on me? He's basically doing the exact same thing by not addressing what people are actually saying. Oh, you're just mad because she's a woman. No, we're not mad because she's a woman. We're mad because she's an identity politics activist. And that's all she's going to do. She's going to push a message. And then when everything goes left, oh, you're mad at me because I'm a woman. Ain't that what Nia DaCosta did with the Marvels, T? That's literally what Nia DaCosta just did. Soon as her trash film didn't work, all of a sudden, oh, well, it's just because I'm a black woman. Y'all mad at me because I'm a black woman.
Remember I told you when she did Candyman. Candyman was good up until the last 15 minutes of the movie. Candyman was really good, but she got help on that with Jordan. But look, they're not gonna write stuff. I think it's just too much of a gamble, and they're in the hole with the producers, man. And they are, Rafa. I do believe somebody has to be under blackmail, man. They have to be holding a gun to somebody's head.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Rafa, hit us up with a super chat. Hold on, let me get that in here. Rafa says, what is that? Is that a Canadian dollar? I'm not even sure. Is that Canadian? I'm not sure. I believe that someone might be under blackmail or being held hostage in Hollywood. I can't believe they cannot understand basic marketing concepts and shit on their fans, the customers. Thank you, man. That's what I'm saying. Because me and T, look, Rafa, you ain't alone, bro. Me and T have been talking this stuff forever and a day. This is always their response. What John Rocha just did is their response to all of this crap. Instead of actually addressing what the customers are saying, they want to go in their own direction and start talking, oh, well, you guys are just mad because she's a woman. No, it has nothing to do with that. I did a video where I was saying, look, I understand that, you know, they feel like they got to get a woman in there. How come Charmeen Obey-Chinoy is your choice? You have two directors right now. You got Bryce Dallas Howard, who has been in the Lucasfilm family for fucking forever.
Great director.
Oh, well, you know, some of her. I mean, she directed that Mandalorian. I think she directed that Lizzo episode of the Mandalorian. Yeah,
Season 1 and season 2, those ones she directed was pretty good.
Season 1 and 2, that was good. So, you know, we give her that credit. But you also have Deborah Chow, whether or not you liked Obi-Wan, she directed good episodes of The Mandalorian as well. But my point is, at least they paid some dues to Lucasfilm. At least they was there doing work for Lucasfilm. Why is this chick getting it? I don't understand. Where does she come from?
Why doesn't anybody just admit that?
Up and give her the honor, if you want to call it an honor, the honor of having the first female Star Wars film? Why would
it's not just that, dude? Why don't y'all all admit that Star Wars has been torn up since Episode 8? It's been terrible.
Do admit to that. We do admit to that, but
terrible, man.
But the problem is that they don't want to address the actual issues. Okay. And then John Roca comes out, ha ha ha, thanks for posting it, bitch. At least tag me and tag the show. I mean, but you know, regardless of why he did or did not post this, bro, you're off base. Address the points that people are actually making. A valiant renegade. Again, here he says it. The problem here is that his argument is based in a non sequitur. Nobody cares if a female director handles a Star Wars film, provided she has the chops for it. Lots of us would be very intrigued with a Bryce Dallas Howard helmed entry. But hiring a woman of color only because she's a woman of color, and that's exactly what Disney did here yet again, who brags about her feminist activism being prominently featured in all of her extremely low-budget productions, is understandably going to make Star Wars fans cringe, especially after 10 years of Kennedy failure theater. 100%. Again, this is what everybody is saying and what cats like John Roca don't want to address. They don't want to address it. They just want to talk past it and say you're just mad because this chick's a woman, or Sharmeen is a woman, and you don't like women. And like I said, that's literally what like these leftist feminists do, or like a lot of these leftist arguments are. They never come with the actual facts and discuss, this is what we're talking about. What do you have to say to that? And they don't ever want to bring it up. Oh, no. You guys just hate women. And that's all it comes down to. It's garbage. It's garbage. It needs to stop, man. But I want to thank you, Rafa. No, it's totally messed up, man.
And one of the reasons, I think was it season 2 of The Mandalorian where they were riding those Power Ranger bikes, dude. And when you had
that was Book of Boba Fett.
Book of Boba Fett. But remember when they had the dude with the dreads in there that was he was fixed. He just seemed so out of place, dude. That's that wokeism, man. That's what happens when you just throwing DEI, diversity hires into your stuff. Hey, man, we need a black guy in here. Find a black. I totally feel like that.
Come here, man. Jump into this movie, right? Or jump into this TV show.
Now, the only thing I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna be real quick about this, about the whole woke thing. The only reason I think the woke thing is getting all out of crazy, because it just seems crazy to me. When you go in a room full of people, 100+ writers, and you mean the black people gotta get their ass kicked in that too? Gotta be like, why can't it just be fairness, but with like balance, dude? Just balance that makes sense.
The thing is, T, they don't want fairness. See, that's the whole problem, man. This ain't about fairness.
California's not aware, but look. Just tell a good story, man. I don't care.
Thank you. This isn't hard. This isn't rocket science, right? It's not. Just tell a good story. It's not rocket science, Hollywood. And you tell a good stories, and everybody is back. Everybody's coming back.
Dude. Just tell a good story. Just stop playing around, man. You know what? Whatever you do, don't do what Doctor Who did.
Man, look, everybody mad. And look, I'm not a Doctor Who guy, so I can't call it, but I know all the Doctor Who fans is pissed, okay? And I've kept up with the story and I followed it, but yeah, don't do what Doctor Who did. T, you got time? You got to check off?
I got a little bit more time. Let's rock.
All right, we got some more time.
I'm mad today. I'm mad. You see,
here's the next one, man. So this is the next topic up here, and I found this one pretty interesting myself. This is about Netflix. This is really about streaming overall, okay? One of Netflix's most popular shows is a children's series, but the streaming giant is struggling with the young viewers. Now, why do you think the streaming giant is struggling with young viewers? I know the answer because I've already read the article, or at least I have my opinion on the answer. But I want to hear, why do you think Netflix can't get young kids? And what they're talking about is kids from the ages of 2 to 11. Why can't they get these kids to step in here and watch it? No clue. I'm gonna jump into this article because I think this is interesting. So they're talking about Coco Melon, right? Which had some recent. I did a video on that too. It had a recent video that I didn't necessarily approve of. But one of Netflix's most popular children's shows is an animated series called Coco Melon. And just the first half of 2023, Coco Melon was watched for 601 million hours. Still, streaming platforms are struggling to bring in young viewers as more children turn to what? YouTube. YouTube is absolutely stomping a mud hole right now into Netflix, into all children's programming. That's where the kids are going. Okay.
Do not type in. Don't type in Saturday morning cartoons on YouTube. Oh my God. Now you want to get in a time travel machine, man.
You will never come out of that thing alive, man. You will never come out of that thing. But yeah, basically, here's the point. Coco Melon's on YouTube, like Coco Melon's on YouTube. So why would you go and watch it on Netflix? So here's my thing, and this is really what I wanted to discuss, is that I think a lot of these streaming services, and I think a lot of these companies are going to start looking at YouTube as the main competition, because they are. YouTube is the number one competition for all of these guys. They can't get past them. My nephew, who is 4 years old, knows how to operate YouTube. He knows exactly what to do. He's 4. Now, I personally feel like these kids, hey, me and you was talking about this too, T. Kids don't play with toys no more. They don't get down on the floor and play. Like, I picked up some toys and I started playing with my nephew, and he was handing me toys, saying, hey, make this guy talk, because, I do the voices and all that stuff. Have fun. I'm down on the floor with my nephew having a good time, like I used to do with my kids. And they give me this guy, make him talk. And it's like, hey, kid, you need to make him talk. You give a voice to this guy, and try to teach him how to play. Kids don't know how to play anymore, and that's one of the things that YouTube does, is YouTube has whole videos where it's just two dudes playing with a toy. It's like a guy has a toy, got another toy, and these toys are playing, and kids are watching that stuff, and they're not watching Netflix at all. I don't think Netflix, I don't think any of these streaming shows, they have their children's content figured out. Disney Plus, you would think out of all of the streaming services, Disney Plus would be on top of it when it comes to the streaming content for kids. Nope. Nobody's checking for it. Netflix is even losing to YouTube. So my question is what do these companies need to do in terms of like Netflix or Disney Plus or any of these cats? What do they need to do to get the kids to come and watch? Or have they already lost them and it's just going to be, diminishing returns from here?
I think what they need to do is accept defeat and get out of it. It's like, hey, we used to wake up on Saturday morning, man, from 6 a.m. to at least 9:30. You would get cartoons, man. And then they went to the Saved by the Bell era, man, where it's like, oh, no more cartoons for anybody, right? You used to have it on WB up until I think 2005 or 6. Look, it's over, man. You look, the way kids are, you don't have the toys. You need toys. You need something tangible for them to go with, man. I don't care if you got to hook up with McDonald's, cook up with somewhere where you have something tangible with kids say, I gotta have it.
It's not gonna work. Kids don't play with toys though, bro. Kids don't play with toys. I just gave you the example of my nephew, man. My nephew don't even know how to play with the toys. I hand him a toy and he looked at it and then he gave it back to me. Make them talk. That's what the kids are doing right now.
Make them talk. Make them do stuff. Make them. Dude, we're 2024, dude, and I don't have a freaking iRobot like an iRobot. Come on, man, like it's dumb. But why do you? But you're gonna price it out, and you're gonna say when those things come out, they're gonna say, "Oh man, get your new iRobot. It's 37,000 things, dude. $37,000." They're not going. Look, you have to just admit defeat, man. You have to make a new version,
this, man. Nielsen data. Netflix streaming viewership showed that viewers 2 to 11 years old make up 21% of its audience. That's 4% less than the 25% they had in 2021. YouTube, on the other hand, continues to build its younger audience. 2 to 11-year-old YouTube viewers increased from 29% to 33% during that same period. A YouTube stronghold on young viewers can be partially attributed to the site's offerings on short-form content. The short attention span. Hey, give me in, give me out. Okay, we're done here. They don't want to sit back and have to, oh man, I gotta watch a 30-minute cartoon.
It's creative and it's nonstop. It's creative. That's why they're kicking their butt. You know what they're doing? YouTube is Samsung compared to Apple. Oh, I gotta wait 3-4 years for the big iPhone screen. No, they got it right now. We need to make it. Yep. It's a. You know what it is? YouTube is a chameleon, man. It's a chameleon in a land full of just regular lizards, and that thing could just change, dude. Oh, you know what, kids? I once read there was a kid making millions of dollars just opening up cardboard boxes and repurposing them, just doing that on YouTube. You know why? Because people are captivated by, look at this person maximizing their talent, dude. This stuff is amazing, and you know what it does? It makes you feel like I'm not in the room alone. Oh, okay, I'm not the only one that's into the flat Earth. Oh, yeah. I'm not the only one that's into space is fake. Oh, I'm not the only one who doesn't believe in dinosaurs. I'm not the only one. Yes, all that I just said was true that I feel about, right? But I'm not alone. I'm not alone.
You are not alone. Sadly, you are not alone. All right, now, what do you think of Chris Bolts? What he just says here, as I said in another thread, the current and next generation have nothing of their own. Like we did growing up. We were full with entertainment. Chris, I 100% agree with you, bro. We had our own stuff. It belonged to us. It wasn't remakes and reboots and, sequels of this and that. We had our own content that belonged to us. In 84, like I said, I always go back to 84 because 84 to me was the greatest year in film. We had Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters belonged to us. This is my generation.
And don't forget, They Live. They Live came out too that year.
They Live came out, I think that was 86.
Was it 80? Oh, was it
86? Yeah.
No, because was it 86? Because E.T. came out 84, right?
Oh,
my bad.
E.T. was 82.
E.T. was 80. What? I was so
82, man. Yeah, man. E.T. was 82.
Fun fact, y'all. Fun fact. I am terrified of E.T. I've never seen a movie. Something about a finger probing me. No, thank you.
Yep. They Live is a classic must watch. 1000% Hollywood Burn. One of my favorite. I got a They Live shirt somewhere in there.
Don't watch
I wear it all the time. Y'all see it on the videos. Yeah, I love the They Live. Esmeralda, growing up, I love playing with my dolls and playing with my siblings. Yeah, see, they play on video games now, Esmeralda. That's what people are doing now. They're jumping into their video games, and that's how they interact with other people. And nobody is using their own imagination to come up with their own little story. They got 2 little action figures, and it's like, hey, come up with something, figure a story out. And that, because what it does. But guys, think about this, T. Think about this, T. Where do you get the next generation of storytellers? Where does the next generation of storytellers come from if these kids can't use their imaginations anymore? If they're not on the floor playing with toys, coming up with their own little stories, what are they doing? Oh, I'm watching what other people have done, and then I'm a copy off of that. So that's why you get a lot of derivative crap now, because nobody is using their imaginations like we had to use ours. I think our generation is like
but it's always been the same way, D. It's always been the same. Everything that has been had. We talk about differences in things that are like new, but it just doesn't have the audience. They don't let the audience build for that. A great show that came on in like 05, 06 on ABC of all places called Invasion. Great story. Then they came with a couple years later, they had The River. Great story. They got rid of it. Then they had one about a female being the president with Gina Davis. Great story. They cancel it, dude. They don't stick with stuff that makes sense, dude. But they will do.
Well, again, you gotta remember Hollywood is a business. Hollywood has turned into a business, and so if the business isn't working, if they're not making money, they're quick to shit can. You and I can look at something like, oh my God, this is great, but everybody else is like, Hollywood not really feeling it. Rafa Balde, not only that, but it's affecting these kids' motor skills and coordination 1000%, man, because they don't go outside and play. They don't ride bikes. They don't play sports. Hey, man, you guys got kids out there, okay? Me and T raised our kids. Our kids are old and grown. If you got kids out there, get your kids out of the house, get them some toys, and teach them how to play. If you are a young parent and you got a 4 or 5-year-old, teach them how to play with toys, okay? Teach them how to ride a bike, teach them how to bounce a ball, teach them how to go outside and run and get some activity because, yeah, Chris is right. Rafa is right. You know, we're not seeing that anymore, man.
Hollywood Will he's me.
Yeah, always some nonsense going on in the comedy. That's another reason why I'm doing my own stuff. We need to create characters for the new generation. 1000%. We can't leave this generation worse off than our own. I'm with you, Chris. Look, I'm excited about partnering with some of the creatives out there. I got a lot of people that write books that follow me because I'm a writer. So I got a lot of people that write books that follow me. And I think that we really need, as you know, because you see guys like Ripper doing his thing with the comic books. I think novel writers. Okay, T got something to do. I think novel writers. I think if you're an artist, if you're a short filmmaker, I want to start talking to you guys once I start hitting to that 10K. So if you guys get me to 10K, we'll fast forward this thing and get it pushing. Yeah. T-Boz. Thank you, T. Thank you, T. He's purchased a couple of my books, so I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I'm bad at marketing, man. I'm gonna get better with it, but I am bad at marketing. But I think that's important that we start telling stories and we start doing it ourselves because look, Hollywood is going completely off the side of a cliff and they aren't telling good stories anymore. And that's the problem that we're starting to see. It's starting to cascade all the way out. All right. To all of our young people, they don't care about well-told stories. They're into the short, quick clips, just like this article was just saying. They're into the short, quick stuff, and then they're in and they're out. 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay, that's as much time as I can give you. I make some of my videos are longer, man. Some of y'all will be tapped out like, hey, man, I got you for like 5-6 minutes and I'm done, which is all right. At least you watched and clicked on it and liked it. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's the problem I think we have right now with Hollywood. Hollywood has a major issue with creativity. And a lot of it comes from how things are starting out when they're young, So I think if you're going to fix that, you got to fix that. Yes, Paula, those books are on Amazon. As a matter of fact, every video that I make, there is a link in the description for both of those books. And I'm working on my third book right now. You might see less output coming from me over this next few months because I'm actually in the middle of writing my third book. It's a superhero novel. So I'm looking forward to getting that thing out there. It's an idea I've had for a long time. So I'm about 75% done with writing it now. And then after I write it, then I got to edit it. And then it's like a little polish up phase. So I'm in the middle of doing that. So yeah, hopefully when you guys get that, that'll be a good book and, you guys will like it. But, I'm always looking for feedback. So if any of you guys ever read any of my books, you can leave a comment for me on any video, or you can leave it. You can send me an email. You can do whatever. I'm looking to improve my writing as well. I do want to add something, just like Chris Bolt said. I want to leave, the nerd community and everything like that. I want to leave that behind, something for you guys to enjoy and something you will love. Looking forward to the superhero book. I think it's a good story. It's a good story. I think you guys would like it. I love literature. Yeah, I do too. We need more readers too. Another thing kids don't do a lot of is read, but anyway, T, that was it for that. I think that's it for our topics today. Am I done? I don't have any other topics on this list here, bro. Yeah, I said it was going to be a short show, y'all. I did say it was going to be a short show, and I did see we got up to about 52 people watching simultaneously. So I appreciate everybody out there. Thanks for sharing it out. Thanks for liking. Thanks for hitting some comments. Thanks for the super chats. All right, the guys that left super chats, I appreciate that 100%. That helps me. That encourages me and gets me going. All right. So Bobby always coming through, Rogue Charge, and I think it was Rafa. Appreciate that, you guys. I'm gonna have some little doodads and videos and stuff like that. I'm still trying to work my way through that. But really appreciate everybody that showed up, and gave some support. T, any final words for the people out there? We'll be back again next week at 5 p.m.
You guys are amazing, man.
Hey,
you guys are so amazing, dude. I love it, dude. I love being here and talking to y'all, man. It's just and reading the comment section, dude. I don't care. Be raw, dude. It is hilarious, man. I love it. And look, the good thing about being in this community, dude, is that You know, it's a lot of like-minded things. You know, everybody. I'm so glad that there's so many different variables of what we like. And you know, obviously, I'm a Superman DC guy. Batman is, you know, okay, but I love Superman, and I love talking about it. I love talking about Star Wars, dude. Even though I'm not always into the lore, dude, I like good writing and good story. Dude. I'm like the squirrel. I want to see, oh man, that's over there. I want to see what's really cool, man. I think the topics that we talked about are great. The thing that's also developing is that, you know, us as an audience, we have to do more to say, hey, listen, this is unacceptable. And I think we can't just do it with our dollars, but we have to actually write in and say, hey, listen, a lot of stuff got done in Hollywood due to writing, man. Like a lot of, like when cartoons used to have guns, the reason why they stopped doing guns and they went to lasers is because what? Because the moms wrote and said, hey, man, you can't have that. You know what I mean? We gotta form.
Well, you got to keep this in mind too, T, is that we as a audience, you know, we know what we like. Okay. We know what we like and we know what we're into. And a lot of people in Hollywood, I mean, there's a lot of untapped talent out here. There's a ton of untapped talent. There's people in the comments ever since I said that. All right. You got Esmeralda. I've been writing stories since I was a kid. Problem is I never finished the story, Esmeralda. You got to finish that story. I challenge you to finish your story, Esmeralda, because I'm one of these cats that believe there's a good book in everybody. There's at least one good story. You got a good story in you, you know? So finish that book, Esmeralda, or finish whatever stories you've been working on. Put a period at the end of that story, because that story, in my opinion, is what you can leave behind once you depart off this mortal coil. You know, you can leave a little bit of something about you. That's a story that came from you, from your soul, from the depth of who you are. So everybody has something inside of them that they could leave, and that stays forever. You put that in a book, you write that on paper, that stays forever. And that's the piece of you, because listen, it's hard to write a novel, man. It is a long process to write a novel, but if you can get it done, because I honestly believe, this is just something that I believe with the depth of my being, is that we need all the voices we can get right now in 2024 when it comes to Hollywood, creativity, you know, you name it, you know. And when you see a cat out there like Ripper, out there doing, you know, ISOM and doing Alpha Core and doing his Ripperverse stuff, when you see that should take you to it. And, you know, if Ripper can do it, I can do it. And yeah, I know Ripper probably got more money than you and everything, but look, all it takes is dedication. All it takes is just focus, time management. Man, I'm telling you, that's all it takes. Just get your time together, figure it out. If you got the passion to tell stories, go do it. All right. I'm building this channel out, but I'm also telling my stories. I'm not going to stop writing. What's up, T?
Ripper, it never makes sense. I mean, more power to him, man. I'm happy for him. He never makes sense to me. I told you, I lose interest in what he's talking. I'm like, what is he talking about?
And I just want to fan of Ripper. That's fine, T. That ain't even the point, though. That ain't even the point, though. The point is that you need to be. That ain't the point, though, T. The point is that
talented. He's talented. He's talented, dude. It's not
he's very talented. Yeah, he's
but
very
he
talented.
Never makes any sense to me. He rambles, dude. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Can you man,
I think Ripper's hey man, everything ain't for everybody. That's all. That's one of my number one things. Everything ain't for everybody. Every YouTuber ain't for everybody. The 44 of you, I'm obviously for you.
Fascinating guys. And he is definitely a doer. Definitely a doer.
So we need more people that are doers out there getting it in. Yeah, good luck to all y'all writers out there. I appreciate that. That's correct. Creating characters, the rules for the world is tough, but it is exciting. We need you guys, okay? We need more people. That Service Dog Show. I've wasted my creativity on fan fiction. No payment for my stories. Hey, man, look, if you have any ounce of creativity in you, I'm just going to encourage you to get going, okay? Get after it. All right, I'm going to start showcasing cats. And if you have anything that you want me to showcase, start sending that stuff to me now, okay? Email me, DerekAndersonAuthor@gmail.com. Send it out, okay? Because I'm going to start showcasing cats. So we're just going to have a conversation about creativity and what's not being done in Hollywood and what we're going to try to cut into that. We are going to start trying to see the Iron Age is here. We are going to start doing that. So if you guys have anything, any ideas, any books, any short films, whatever it is that you do, you know, I will showcase you. We're going to start bringing, I'm going to have a segment. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to put it together, but I'm going to start stockpiling some names. And then every week we are going to showcase a new guy, a new girl, somebody that has an idea for a story. So send that stuff.
Our own showcase. There you go.
We're going to showcase it because look, the future, the future is here. I mean, it's like we said, YouTube is being taken over by the little kids and that's their future. So we're going to start focusing on, hey, we're the new media. You know, screw mainstream media. We're the media. We're gonna be the ones that's putting it out there for all of y'all that are writers, that are creatives. Okay, maybe I'll call it the creative corner. I don't know, but we're gonna put something out there for the creatives that are out there that want to get it in. If you're an artist, show me your art. You know, show me what you're doing. That's what we're gonna start doing. So that's something that's down the road.
I do art. I used to do
art.
Hey,
we'll showcase you, T. Don't worry, I'll showcase you, bro. But yeah, I'll can you put it in the chat? Yeah, I'm definitely put that in the chat. Don't worry about that. I'll definitely put that in the chat. Derek, keep it going to other YouTuber streams so fans get to know you. You should get 10K subs in no time. I plan to, Darth. I plan to. You know, I've been on WDW Pro. I've been on EBN. You know, those are the first two guys that reached out and showed some love. Show them guys some love back. If you haven't subscribed to EBN, if you haven't subscribed to WDW Pro, definitely get out there and do that because they showed your boys some love. Show them some love. Let me throw this thing up in the chat real quick. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that'll do it for me, guys, because I'm out and I got to get going. I got stuff to do. But I appreciate. Let me get that. Bam.
Next time, y'all.
That's my email address. Yeah. We're gonna see y'all next time. Listen. Everybody out there, have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Saturday night. Enjoy your Sunday. You know, Monday is just around the corner. So make sure if you're working, you get in some rest and relaxation this weekend. And yeah, T, I appreciate you coming through, bro. Have a great one, everybody. Appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. Appreciate the super chats. Appreciate all the conversation. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.